Good day, all. Today we're back at Country Garden just for a quick little visit. I want to look at some houseplants. And of course, this is the week of Easter, so I've been really busy. But let's just have a little browse. They always have a nice assortment of African violets, I think. A good price as well. So let's just have, I think they have a really good collection of the very, very petite, these little tiny plants like this darling little fern. And I think they're a good price, but these are great for doing little terrariums or fairy gardens. Oh, look at how delicate and small this, oh goodness, this little staghorn fern is. Isn't it darling? And see, $3.99, that's a great price. So I love to use these to make little terrariums or small arrangements, and of course then they get larger and you can add to your plant collection. I'm always drawn to ferns. Of course, for me, I usually need to keep them inside of enclosed glass just to keep the moisture level to the right level. It's a darling little spider plant. Beautiful. Oh, look at how gorgeous the flowers of these dianthus are. Pot carnations, pink kisses. I love the smell of dianthus. Any sort of carnation, the scent is always, it has that spicy, almost stock clove scent. And all the darling, darling little miniature plants. Such a good collection of colors as well. Hopefully any plant lovers out there are enjoying a little browse. The scent in here is wonderful. Oh, I love these geraniums. I love a traditional geranium as well, but when I used to, oh goodness, that's a good price. When I used to have my flower shop, we used to sell these, and these were called Martha Washington geraniums. I just think they're a really pretty type of pelargonium, and I may have to get one of those. Makes me think of summertime. The polka dot plant. The pilea or the money plants, these are really popular. I just love the discs of the money plant, which I guess is why they're called the money plant. The circular disc leaf of the pilea is just so pretty and perfect. Trying to hold this so anyone can cut, grow, plant, and share. It is true, these are quite easy to propagate. It's a fun way to share plant love with other people. And of course, succulent containers are always so wonderful. You can never go wrong with succulents, particularly where we are. Even if it's a succulent that can't stand our winters, I can bring it indoors because we have quite a sunny location. Good citrus. I've got actually really good Meyer lemon from here that I've had for years that is currently blooming and usually fruits each summer. A good assortment of general use. Beautiful, beautiful flowers, plants. I have a few of these as well, and there's a little jade. Hope I'm not going too quickly. I'm just trying to let anyone at home have a nice little browse at the little bonsai collection they have here and all the plants. I'll try to go slowly. As I said, this week has been quite busy. We have Easter coming up, and we're so happy to have my mother-in-law healthy and back home. Last Easter we weren't so lucky, and plus I've been working on the cottage, so I have so many things. Let's hope I can get this video out this Sunday. I love this big plant. Has been here for a long time. I think there's information. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on it. I'm sure it's lovely. This would make lovely still photos. Let's see. As 25 years this philodendron has been here. I love how its roots just spill out like old woman's fingers hanging over the edge of the pot. And of course, just showing that we are in a lovely greenhouse. It's nice and toasty and warm in here today. Pretty palms. And again, the scent is so nice. Oh, this is such a pretty example of this plant. I love the color. Well, that is a high price, but I mean, that's quite a specimen. It's lovely color. These are really pretty. I meant to get one of these before. Peace lilies. I love how they have the little table set up with the crotons and some more wonderful succulents. You can never, again, you can't really have enough succulents. They do a really good collection of succulents here. You can see all the cacti and the succulents. Oh, and I also love, they always have a good collection of little, oh, this is really pretty, a little collection of fairy garden plants. Oh, pretty little Lismachia. Darling, darling. Oh, and I always love anything small, the little baby's tears. Anything that feels tight and small, like a moss or something, is nice to have. Of course, I love, I'll probably get one of these. I believe they're pileas, the pink ladies. I love these. Actually, I have the perfect pot for this. I think I'm going to grab one of those. Kitten's ears. Aren't these sweet, soft little furry? And again, for the fairy garden, they have like miniaturized versions of plants that many of you may know. These are really darling. Platts blacks, they're called. It's like a type of fern. Look how beautiful that purple burgundy color is. To think about that. That's wonderful. A little flowering maple. That's darling. So what would be sweet about getting this is you could keep it tiny and bonsai it over the years, or if you wanted, I'd have to check. I'm sure it's hardy if it's a maple. You could ultimately plant it out in your garden. It'd be a long time before it would be a tree, but it would be fun to watch it grow nonetheless. So again, just backing up so you can see the view of all the lovely plants in the greenhouse. More succulents. They really do nice succulent containers here, I think. And of course, it's always worth taking a look at anything on the clearance. Anything worth taking home. It's really pretty. Let's see what we have down here. What price is this? Oh, that's a good price. A little violet, waiting to go home to a happy new home. And again, more lovely succulents. Some baby's tears. I always love these shots from above of all the little succulents lined up. They're always so orderly. They can have quite a modern feel. I love these. They almost have that feeling of the sort of rope cedars, even though they are a succulent. And I think their prices are quite good. And this time of the year when you're still waiting for spring, more spring plants to come in, it's so nice to come in and have a good selection of houseplants to choose from. Such a beautiful specimen. Actually, my sister-in-law has one of these, and it's humongous, probably twice the size of this that she got from her father, who I think got it from his mother, so her grandmother, and she's had it for so long, and it always flowers. Look at that lovely assortment of colors, the blues and the ochre golds and the greens. Well, I hope I'm going slow enough for people to enjoy a little houseplant browse at home. I always love these. The string of pearls. They always seem almost alien. It's quite healthy. And back for another. Oh, and the beautiful orchids, Phalaenopsis. I think probably one of the easiest orchids to care for. think that's a competitive price. I love this little display with the conch shell casing, which I often find on the beach, and the little crab casing. It's like at home on the window ledges. And I think I mentioned before, they have a good collection of air plants here, which are always fun to do arrangements with. I plan to do one for Easter, but I haven't had time, so I'll probably make one maybe for early summer or something. But see, don't they look lovely just setting in there? And all the little assorted things you can use to make air plant arrangements. They have a good collection of that here. I like their display with the wooden crates. So let's have another look around. Again at all the pretty plants. Just a lovely day out the week of Easter. Dreaming of springtime, which is finally here, and the joyfulness of summer coming. This is nice. I may have to think about taking that home with me. I'm always drawn to that chartreuse green. And one last look of their little displays of shells and seaside treasures. Little pieces of wood to make all sorts of arrangements. Just a fun little, see if I can get the price. Hopefully the camera picked up the price. And back into the shop. But we'll probably cut this short because, again, I've been so busy this week. So maybe, oh, this is nice. I did want to look at one other thing I wanted to see. That's such a healthy specimen. I wanted to see what the cost of these copper-topped birdhouses were. They're handmade locally, so they're probably rather pricey. Gosh, that is expensive. But at the same time, if you're going to invest in something like that, to have supporting a local artisan is always nice. Oh, I want to look at seeds quickly before we head out. You can see they sell animal things. So seeds. Oh, popcorn? I have quite a collection of seeds. I've been a little late in starting some things, but I'm always trying to find something interesting, something a little different to try. Heirloom courgettes or squash are fun. Oh, I love grasses. That looks really pretty. Frost explosion, that sounds fun. What a pretty color, coreopsis. Let's see what other things we have here. Nothing we can't live without. I do need to get some snapdragons though. I'd meant to start them a couple of weeks ago, but it's not too late. Oh, what pretty pincushion flowers. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not going too fast so others... Oh, look out, another pretty Utrecht blue. Makes me think of oil paints. That pretty wheat, that would be really fun to grow. Wonder how it does in cut arrangements. You could actually dry it for autumnal wreaths. I bet that would be fun. Well, I need to grab my... Where are they? Snapdragons. Just a little assortment of snapdragons and get those started this weekend before Easter starts. And head on home. And we're back home. And of the houseplants I got, which I'll probably share with you later, the one I did get that I wanted to put in this particular planter is the Clesia repens, the pink lady, which is actually a succulent, but I love the pinky purple tones, which I'm not sure if it's showing up because of the sun coming in my studio window next to the blue and white toile lamp. But this is in front of one of the new windows in my studio, and I just thought it looked really lovely. But I think what I want to share this week is some of my artwork. So this week, because of Easter, I've been doing some bunny drawings. And this little lady here is Penelope Bunny, and I thought she looked really lovely, corseted and ready to go for a country ramble. And I just sort of got into making bunnies this week, so I'm kind of following that passion, and I'm going to do a few more. This fellow here is Josiah H. Bunnywort, and I thought he would be a funny sort of a collector, kind of a curmudgeonly old uncle who likes to stay in his study, making sketches of his botany. And then this is his darling sweet niece who lives with him. Her name is Ermintrude Bunnyfoot, and she's always upsetting him by making sweet little arrangements, little posies of violets and flowers to put in his studio, and then he gets frustrated because, of course, he's a botanist, so he wants to just have things scientifically arranged. So I'm having fun with sketching these bunny portraits. First it started for Easter, but of course, Bunny Hall. So I think I'm going to continue down this path as I promise myself to enjoy sketching just what I love this year. So look to see more bunny and other animal portraits coming this way. All right, I think I'm going to end today's funny little outing in this week's trip, and I hope everyone has a happy Easter for those who celebrate. And until next week, I'll see you in the comments this week. And until next week in the video, remember to stay creative and also happy Easter.